Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. It is June 1st. I am so excited to be coming at you guys tonight to talk about one thing that can make a drastic difference when it comes to your audience's reception of your posts, your content, and what you're putting out there. As you guys are hopping on live, I would love to see that you are on. Let me know that you're here. While you're at it, tell me about the best part about your day. I will share with you guys. You know that I like to share my life with you, but I got to meet my new nephew today. He was born on Wednesday, so he's 5 days old. They live like a mile and a half from me, but we gave them time to adjust and Big Brother a chance to settle in a little bit. And so now there are 4 grandsons on that side of the family, and it will be chaos. But you want to go see pictures, go pop over to my page. He's a super cute little baby. So all right, guys, let me give you a couple of announcements, and then we'll dig in and talk about your audience and how you can get a little bit more engagement and rapport building, and how you can get your people to start trusting you and get more sales and get more team building, all that stuff, right? We'll talk about that. First thing I want to tell you is registration for the next bootcamp is open. I just changed the cover photo earlier this afternoon before we took dinner over to my sister-in-law's house. So you will find the link there, but it is also, I will put it on the screen, designyourlifewithconfidence.com. Let me go back to the board, /content. So if you've never heard my website, Design Your Life with Confidence, I actually came up with that tagline or whatever about 2 years ago. But my goal, you hear a lot of people saying, like, you know, take control of your life and do all that stuff. I want to teach people, and I want to give people the skills and the tools to do that with confidence. And that's why you're here. And that's why I want you to jump into that branding and content creation bootcamp, because it is 5 days. You'll get to spend 5 full days with me, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. as opposed to just Monday. And we will talk about building your personal brand. And we will talk about how to create your brand pillars. We'll talk about how to come up with content around those brand pillars and how to organize it and plan it ahead of time, and how to disperse it and disseminate it into your network so that it is well received, right? But if you are going to be on the online space, this is geared a little bit more toward people building a personal brand and building a business through a personal brand. So network marketers, real estate agents, something where you have a service, a product, but there are other people who do the same thing. So you want to market yourself, right? You want to brand yourself. So the link's right here. Go hop in and let me tell you why you want to do that this week. It will start on June 22nd and run that whole week. But through Friday, I posted the other day, I am running an Amazon gift card giveaway. And let me tell you how you can earn entries. So you get 5 entries if you register for the bootcamp, but you have to go comment. I'm not going to go tag and like filter through everyone, because the registrations don't show last names, and sometimes your Facebook name is different, blah, blah, blah. So go to the announcements tab or the announcements section, and it should be listed there. You just write down, I registered for bootcamp. I invited somebody who also registered for bootcamp. I invited people to the group. You report your entries, and then I'll choose from there. So you get 5 entries for registering for yourself. If you've already gone through the bootcamp, come and join us again. Because guys, I don't know about you, but every time I listen to a book again, I do a lot of audio listening through Scribd. If you want that link, it's cheaper than Audible, and I think it's a way better option. I can give you that link and get you 2 months for free. But every time I listen to a book, or every time I listen to a training, or every time I do something that I've already done before, I take away something different. Because I'm in a different phase in my life, I'm in a different phase in my business, and I can apply it differently, right? So even if you've already listened, sign up and come learn again. 5 entries for every friend who you have who enrolls for the bootcamp. Now, here's the cool thing, is you can get 8 points from your friends. So for every friend who enrolls, you get 5. For every friend who comes into the group and actually accepts the invite, you get 3. So you can get 8 points when you have a friend enroll and join our group. You know that there's a lot of information here in this group. We're still going to be talking about a bunch of stuff over the next 3 weeks. But if you have other people that you know who are building online who would find this appealing and find this helpful, get them registered early so that you can get into the Amazon. You get 1 entry for sharing in your stories. So you can screenshot a training, right? You can just talk about how you learn a lot from this group. You can talk a lot about some of the things you've taken away, however you want to share. If you share in your stories and tag me so that I can see it, you share in on a timeline, you get an entry for that as well. So go get yourself entered to win an Amazon gift card. I want to help you spend money on your business. So let me help, all right? Make sure, like I said, that you are commenting on the post in the announcements tab so that that's where I'm keeping track of everything. So Brian, glad you and Mary are here. I know you registered. Make sure you comment over on that post so that I can find it and it will count as an entry. So I would like to hear from you guys as we get into this topic. How many of you know what your target audience is? Like when you are talking to people, who are you trying to reach as you are building your business? And I know we have a variety of different kinds of businesses here. Who are you serving? I want you to start putting that in the comments. And if you don't know, put I don't know or I'm not clear on that, because that's okay. I wasn't always clear on it either. So we're going to talk through a lot of that. But here's the thing. When you know who you're talking to, your message will be so much better received because you are speaking to that person. Okay? So let me just start this off with a scenario. Let's say I walked into a college classroom. Okay? And the professor was lecturing on animal science and the parts of a cow and a chicken and how you take care of the animals and what kind of grass they need and what kind of food they need. I was an education major, a math and science education major. Hi, Melissa. I don't care about cows and chickens and what kind of food they need and what kind of grass and you know what their body parts are. I don't care. So that message to me would not have been well received, because it wasn't something that was of value to me. It wasn't something that was of interest to me, right? If I come in here in this group and I'm talking to you guys about holistic wellness, I'm talking to you about my garden in the backyard, I'm talking to you about how to paint your toenails, how to pluck your eyebrows, is that what you signed up for? No, right? You're gonna be like, why are you sharing this? This is a group about social media. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Michelle. So I want you to think about that is if you are talking to everyone, if you are making posts, if you are doing Facebook Lives, if you are writing emails, if you're doing blog posts, whatever you're doing to build your business, if you are doing that with everyone in mind, you're actually talking to no one. So I'll say that again. If you are talking to everyone, if you are speaking to everyone, you're actually speaking to no one. You're resonating with nobody because you're so vague and so, let's just say vanilla, okay? That you're not hitting home with anyone. You're not striking a nerve. You're not speaking to their needs. So how do we fix that? Would you guys like to know? How do we fix that? I want to hear, would you like to see more engagement, more rapport building? As a result of that, more sales, more enrollments, more contracts, more clients, more customers, more. You need to narrow in on who you're speaking to. Okay, so here's what that looks like. And you guys can get out a pen. I've got this. Here we go. Get out your notepad. Okay. Here's some of what that could look like. I want you to write down on a sheet of paper. Who am I speaking to? Okay. What kind of a person are they? Is it specific to gender? Now, I will say this is an ideal. Just because it's ideal does not mean that you can't serve outside of that. But when you are writing on social media, when you are using email marketing, which I've trained about before, go watch that. When you're writing a blog post, you need to hone in because you need to focus in on one specific kind of person. And then you're going to get some people that don't exactly fit, right? But this one person that you have in mind, or this one kind of audience that you have in mind. Who are they? Are they male or are they female? Are they younger? Are they middle-aged? Are they older? Are they working? Are they not working? Are they parents? Are they empty nesters? If I'm talking to an empty nester, do you think that my language should be different than if I'm speaking to someone who's a college student? I would hope so, right? Like, they have very different needs. They have very different situations in life and life experiences. And so me sharing in one way will resonate with this crowd, but it won't resonate with that crowd. And that's okay. I want you to think about this too. What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? What are they Googling? You know, you're sitting there on your phone and you're like, oh, how do I make money from home? How do I stay home with my kids? How do I make ends meet? How do I stop having back pain? How do I get rid of my acne? How do I feel better? How do I not feel bloated? Whatever. Okay. How do I work with having foster kids in my family? I have this heart for it, but it's a challenge. What resources are available for me? What are they Googling? What are the things that they need to know? I want you to really get in their head, because the more that you can get in their head, the more that you can speak to that. So I want you to kind of create a T-chart, if you will. One category, I want you to list out, what are some of the pain points? What are they struggling with? And then on the other side, I want you to write out, what are some of the things they're looking for? Hey, Michelle, what are some of the things that they desire out of their life? They want flexibility. They want control. They want more income. They want to be home with their kids. They want to not feel stress in their family. They want to sleep at night. Whatever it is, right? What are the things they want? What are the pains they have? And when you're writing your post, I think I've shared this with you guys before, but if I haven't, hey, Connie, think about so that. This is a key phrase. Write that down. So that. I did a training towards the very beginning. So go back over to Unit 1 where all of these are banked. All these trainings are banked. And it was titled something along the lines of 4 tips for scroll stopping posts or something like that. And it talked about using your copy and using your graphics and your colors to catch people's attention, right? But what's also going to catch their attention is if they resonate with what you're saying. So you're not just saying, hey, look, I have this amazing pink cup and it's awesome. The end. You're talking about the benefits, I guess. The features. This is a beautiful pink cup. It holds like 25 ounces of water. It keeps your drink cold. It's awesome. But I do like pink. You know that, right? I don't want a pink cup that is this big, and I want a cup that is going to make me feel better when I'm thirsty. Because I've been talking too much and I haven't been drinking too much water today. So talk to me about that. My cup that I have to offer, do you hear the ice cream truck? I don't think I've ever heard the ice cream truck on our street, and my office is at the front of the house. So if you can hear the ice cream truck, I apologize. So my cup here, it's going to help people who are feeling, like they've just been go. And they want to have something that, quenches their thirst so that they can do, fill in the blank. Okay. I have this amazing product that will do this, this, and this so that you no longer have to blah, 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 blah. Right? So that's a little bit of copywriting there too. But just think about it. Like, the more that you can get into the brains of who you're speaking to, the more they're going to come back around and say, oh my gosh, Melissa, her post, like, she knows what I'm going through. She gets me. Was she in my head? Is she in my head right now? Right? oh gosh, what Michelle put out there, so spot on. That ice cream truck is driving me nuts, guys. But think about that. If someone is speaking to you in your language, and it's someone that you relate with, you're more receptive to what they have to say. You're going to build that rapport. You're going to build that trust. And that's what you want when you're building a business online. Okay? So I also want you to think about, well, what does your business do? How do you serve? What do you solve? What problems can you solve? Because it could be that your problem solve for a very specific niche. Maybe you have I'll give you an example. My friend Alyssa, she's in this group. She just started a sleep consulting business for babies and infants. Is she going to market and to talk about what she does and speak to people that are in their 60s and 70s? Probably not. Maybe because she might hit some grandparents who have grandchildren who are struggling, but for the most part, she's going to speak to moms. She's going to speak to moms who are tired because they're up all night long and their kid won't shut up and go to sleep, right? So she is going to hone in on their problems and their pain points and what they're struggling with. And then she's going to say, but here's how I can offer a solution. Here's how I can bring you to the pleasure, bring you to that amazing sleep that you're going to get all night long because your baby is sleeping and using these techniques that I've taught you, and the baby feels great because they're not getting interrupted sleep, and you feel like a refreshed mom in the morning. You hit home on their emotions when you speak to that person. So I've heard several different kinds of suggestions here. Do what makes sense to you. But some people will say, print out a picture. Like, go to Google and find a person and name her and write out all the specifics. And this, I had one at one point, like, this is Haley and she's a mom and she's 32 and she lives in Dallas and she has 3 kids and she's working and she's this and she's that. Some people say that's like exactly what you need to do is write the very specific needs and my person reads this and they hang out here and they do this and this. I see that's helpful, but maybe take it back a notch. Like, okay, I know that I can help moms. So I have kind of 2 main branches in what I do. I have my network marketing business in the holistic wellness space. So anxiety and stress and sleep and energy and nutrition and feeling good and taking care of yourself. And of course, business too, because money. But I have social media as well. And I do the coaching and I do, by the way, Social Media Makeover Academy, we're going to do a really deep dive on this. I told you guys for, just 1 week. So tomorrow we're going to do a deeper dive on audiences. But I do the coaching, right? So I need to think, who is this post targeting? Who is my audience of this post? Who will resonate with this post? And it may be as specific as it's Haley who's this and this and this, but more than likely it's a broad, okay, social media. I'm talking to business owners. Maybe they're network marketers. Maybe they're real estate agents. Maybe they're sleep consultants. Maybe they are HR consultants. They're creating a business and a brand online. Okay, they're utilizing social media strategies. They need help with things like branding and content creation and Facebook Lives and stories and things that I have spent a lot of time and effort and money to learn. And their pain point is that it's frustrating and it's hard to establish, new habits and learn new techniques and things like that. And their pleasure point, that what the thing that they want, that you guys want, is to use social media to help you build your business, to use social media to expand your reach, to get your message out in front of more people so you can do better by doing good in the world. So I'm going to speak to that group. It's not it's not super, super specific, but I know what they need. So I'm going to invite you this week, spend a little bit of time and hash that out. It's not something that you can just kind of fly by the seat of your pants, right? Write it down. Here's who I'm serving. And yeah, you can have a couple audiences. They don't all have to be, you don't have to speak to one particular audience all the time. But I want you to understand that when you get in their head and you start speaking to them. Think about like if you're having coffee with someone, they're right across from you at Starbucks, or you're sitting on your front porch and you're having a glass of wine with somebody and you're just talking. What are they talking about? What are they unloading? Gosh, I'm so frustrated with my kids. They're defiant, they're this and they're that, and I'm trying to build my business and I'm trying to do homeschooling, I'm trying to do my job. Like whatever it is, what are they unloading? Those are their pain points. Get in their head. And then when you talk about that on social media, in your posts, in your emails, in your sales pages, in your Facebook Lives, when you can speak to their pain points and show them, here's what I have to offer, so that these are no longer a concern, or so that you're now able to fill in the blank. When you speak to the heart and you really understand who you're talking to, then you're going to see that go up. Now, one of the things that I teach in the boot camp, again, go sign up for it. But one of the things I teach in the boot camp is that it's okay to attract and repel. You want to use social media to attract more people who would like your message. So think about, okay, this person you just created, or this audience you just created, if you have 400 Facebook friends, you need to go up, 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 up. Okay? Where are those people hiding? Where are they hanging out on Facebook? If I wanted to, go connect with people in a gardening group, because I now have this giant garden in my backyard, and I'm going to ask questions about zucchini and when is it good to take them off the plant and da-da-da-da-da. And then people are interacting with me there. They come to my page and they say, oh, well, she's kind of about this. Hey, I like that. I'm going to follow her. I'm going to friend request her because what she's putting out there speaks to me. So I might find business owners or people that are interested in wellness and in online business for, building their own business. I might find them in groups like that. I might find them in moms groups, so just think about, where are my people hanging out too? Because as you're expanding your network and your audience, that's a really, really important thing for you to think about as well. So let me just throw this up one more time and share with you guys 5 entries. This closes Friday. So 5 entries. If you register by Friday, go shout yourself out, because you don't get entries if you don't shout yourself out, because I can't cross do that without last names. 5 entries for every friend who enrolls. So send it to friends and say, look, I'm doing this. I want you to do this with me. And then check and make sure they get in the group. Once they're in the group and you can tag them, then they're in the group and then you get your points, right? 1 entry if you share on your social media in any way, stories or Facebook posts, because I want this group to be a place to serve, like I said, social media, people who want to learn social media, people who want to build a business and expand their impact. I'm all about creating an impact. We know that there is so much crap going on in our world right now. If we can be light and we can be positive influence and bring good to our communities and outside of our communities because of what we do in business, then we have the responsibility to do that. And if social media skills are something that you need more help with so that you can do more of that, then make sure you're plugging in. Go watch Unit 1. There's a ton of stuff over there, and get your friends over here as well. Okay? So hopefully this was helpful with your audiences. Think about their pain points. Think about their pleasure points. Get in their head so that when you're creating content, again, we'll talk all about content in the bootcamp, but when you're creating that content, you're speaking to them and it resonates. So they're more attracted to you. They're going to pay attention, and all of those things come as like a domino effect. Okay. Happy Monday. Happy June. I'm excited for a brand new month with you guys, and have a great night. I will see you guys throughout the week online, and I'm excited. I will announce the winner next Monday live. You don't have to be on live to win it, but it would be fun if you are. So come check us out live next week. I'll see you guys later. Bye.